Alright guys, well, this time in Winter Garage, we've got the blue Jimmy, and we're going to be blowing this thing apart. We've got to do some maintenance. We've got door bushings on the hinges that have seen better days. The door's barely open now, so to get those off, we've got to take off the hood, the fenders, and then we can get to the doors. While we're at it though, we're going to do some big upgrades on the truck. The upgrades that we have planned for the Jimmy are going to be some Deuling Design frame plates. We've got the window frame plates from him. We also have the DIY 4x shock towers.
Since we're focusing on the frame plates, first got to start by removing the fenders, the inner fenders, and start working on cleaning up the frame. This includes cutting out a ton of rivets and then a lot of grinding.
Cool, so now that we've got the fenders off, inner fender out, and the frame is all cleaned up, we've got it stripped down, everything's pulled off. We now have the frame plates set up here. These are from Deuling Design, and this is their window design version. He also has a full plate piece that you can buy as well. These happen to be for a 73 through 91 K5 or K10 pickup or blazer.
Just call it a square body.
So yeah, they fit all the square bodies. And because of that, the frames are a little bit different. With this being a first gen, the plates are just a little bit big as far as where they fit on the frame. This middle piece on the passenger side fits pretty good. It's just gonna need a small amount of trimming. This front piece though, you can see it's going to interfere here with the DIY 4x B52 brackets that we've got on here, and that'll need some trimming on the front. In addition, the rear plate piece, I have my sliders tied into the frame right here, and so those aren't going to fit all the way. Plus the spring hanger is just a bit different on the first gens. So I'm going to make a template to find out where to trim exactly, and we'll get this set up to go on the frame as well. Once this is all burned in, it's also going to give us a nice place. Once this is all burned in, it's going to give us a nice place to mount the DIY 4x shock towers.
All right, what do you got done?
Well, got the frame plates all trimmed up, ready to go. Got them fitting nice on the frame. Went through, fixed the patch on the frame here, filled in a couple of the holes that are for the most part going to be covered anyway, just so they're not an open hole on the back side of the plate. And now ready to burn these in. All right, so started burning in the frame plates here. Got both these fitted up. Started with just doing small, a couple inches at a time. Got a couple bung welds in, and we're gonna keep going just a little bit at a time, slow across the entire surface. It's gonna take a while, but this way we don't have any warping of the metal, and nice looking install afterwards. I'm pretty stoked. It was awesome. Little by little. We'll get there. All right, so we've got the driver's side plate all welded in. Went a lot smoother than the last side. A little bit less interference on stuff over here. It's kind of weird though, getting everything burned in, and apparently we lost gas on just this little piece here. I think one of the fans may have just blown some air through and the gas just wasn't there to shield the weld. So I have to grind that out and just go over it again with the welder. Other than that, it's clean up and paint. All right, so we've got the frame plates all welded in here, and they're gonna add a lot of strength. The Chevy trucks from the 70s and 80s are just notorious for having weak frames. And a lot of guys will end up boxing the frames from the front to the back, which is a great thing to do. Adds a ton of strength, adds a lot of weight, but you gotta tear down the entire truck to do that. And while this is a running vehicle, I don't want to go that far. It's nice that Adam Deuling has come up with these frame overlays. It's kind of an alternative and lets you add a lot of strength, but all you gotta do is weld them on the outside. Took us a few days to get this all done though, as you never want to put too much heat into the frame. You can start warping metal and whatnot. So, did an inch at a time, a couple inches here, a couple inches there. And I finally got it worked all the way around on both sides, driver's side and passenger, and it's all welded up. I'm really stoked with how it turned out. The window design here, as soon as he came out with them, I was real excited, wanted to get a set, and glad that I was able to get my hands on these ones. So if you like these and you want to get yourself a set, you can go check out Deuling Design, and he'll hook you up.